What's up, billionaires? We back up in the building with the Venus in the first house placements. Venus in the first house. Okay, so we with the fire, Venus and fire once again. I've definitely enjoyed this series, the Venus and the fire houses, but I've been finding, you guys, throughout these readings that this is relatable just for like the energies in general. Like this is relatable just for Mars, just for first house energies and like Aries energies in general is what I'm finding. It's a lot more expansive than what I thought. But yeah. So if you would like, right now I have the year 2023 overview for the whole entire year, transits, eclipses, moon phases, all of that. Make sure you get that on my website. The links will be down below. Also, I'm going to be doing archetypes readings in this series, and I also offer archetype readings on my website. It's my bestseller, so get that as well because we go in over here. So this reading is relatable to, like I said, Aries placements and first house placements just in general. You may be able to relate, so go ahead and listen, but primarily it's for Venus in the first. All right, so let's get into it. We are going to start with the archetypes cards for Venus in the first house. I'm like, I don't know what this reading is going to be. I really don't, because Venus in the first house is like kind of like an odd placement in a way, because Venus is in the first house where she's uncomfortable there. So it'll be interesting to see what comes up. All right, let's see. Venus in the first house. Venus in the first, Aries energy. Hero, heroine, not surprised. Yeah, Venus in the first house is very competitive. Yes, they like to compete with people. Yeah, they're very competitive because Venus rules relationships, and first house is the house of the self, aggression, being assertive, things like that. So they like to compete with other people. It's showing a man and a woman on two sides of a mountain, and they're both competing to climb to the top of the mountain. Yeah, but there are also heroes and heroines as well. Like they save people as well from danger is what I'm picking up. They save people from danger. So basically, like if a Venus in the first house person's like friend is in a fight or something like that, Venus in the first house is going to jump in like just off instinct, like period. They're going to jump in and they're going to like beat the person up for you if they have to. Yeah, they save their friends. Like if they love their friends, they're going to fight for you. Yeah, they're going to fight for you because Venus in the first house kind of knows that they're like stronger than other people in a lot of ways, and so they have to protect the underdog a lot. Yeah, they're protectors too. Venus in the first house is protectors, like protectors of what's mine. Yeah, they don't play that ish. Show me Venus in the first house. And they're competitive. Show me Venus in the first. They are competitive. Servant, see, what did I say? They got hero, heroine. So if you're identify as a woman, you're a heroine. If you identify as a man, you're a hero. Okay, but I got that next to servant. Yeah, they like to serve people by like fighting for them. Yeah, and they fight for like causes and stuff like that too. Like I'm seeing Venus in the first house has very strong convictions. So like when they feel something is wrong, they feel that shit deep down in their spirit and like it pisses them off. Yeah, and they want to serve those that are less fortunate, those that can't stick up for themselves. Yeah, they love sticking up for people that can't stick up for themselves either. So honey, you want Venus in the first on your side if like you're feeling powerless or you're feeling like you can't do anything. Like yeah, they will stick up for you if they love you, but they have to love you, Venus. Okay, Spirit, show me Venus in the first house. Yeah, they like to serve. Show me Venus in the first house. Bully. Yeah, bully. Yeah, but I'm seeing like this goes both ways. So it's like they can bully people for you, right? Like again, because the way I'm seeing Venus in the first is like sticking up for people. So it's like I said, if somebody's messing with somebody that they love, they're gonna come in and bully you. Like they're gonna be like, no, move out the way. And it's like, yeah, they love sticking up for people that are less fortunate or people that can't protect themselves. Yeah, they're gonna bully whoever for you. They stand up for people. This is all first house energies too. All first house people like stand up for people. Spirit, show me Venus in the first. So they're very good protectors. So to the feminine energies out there, feminine identified people, if you are looking for a strong, like, protector type of energy in your relationship, then get with you a Venus in the first house, because they're going to make you feel safe. But then I got vampire. Okay, so they can drain your energy sometimes. Okay, Venus in the first house, the way I'm seeing the energy drainage is like their energy, because this is like pure fire energy. So when we deal with Aries and first house energies, we're dealing with pure fire. So I'm seeing like sometimes they can, like, their energy can be a little bit overwhelming. Yeah, it's similar to Venus in the 8th as well, and Venus in Scorpio. Their energy can be overwhelming sometimes because it's like they don't stop. So it's like if they're mad about something, they're going to go on and on and on and on about that shit. And then they're going to kind of run it into the ground, to where some of the people around them could be like exhausted because they're like going so hard about it, right? And they won't stop, because I'm seeing like once they're fired up, they don't stop when they're fired up. So like they can just keep going, and people can just be like, oh my God, this is too much. Like, and some people can be scared too, like just scared. Yeah. Let's see. Show me Venus in the first house. Yeah, they're protectors. Athlete. Yeah, they're very strong. They're very strong, and they don't give up. Athlete. They're going to keep on running the marathon. Like, they're not going to give up. Yeah, a lot of people can't keep up with them either. A lot of people can't keep up with their energy. They have a lot of energy. Yeah, and a lot of people can't keep up with them. They're on the go. Like they just like to push through like boundaries and obstacles and stuff like that. And a lot of people can't keep up with them. A lot of people tire out easily being around them, get like exhausted with being around them because they have so much energy. Yeah, they can keep going. They're like the Energizer Bunny. They can keep going, honey. Stop where? Stop when? Stop why? They gonna keep going. Okay, show me Venus in the first house. Mystic. Okay, so they have witchy powers. Yeah, Venus in the first house. Yeah, they do a lot of spiritual work. I'm seeing when Venus in the first house people are spiritual practitioners, they do a lot of work. Like, they do a lot of spells. They do a lot, like, nonstop, because what drives them is what they want out of life. They have very strong desires, just like Venus in the 8th house. Very strong desires. So when they want something, they're going to put in like a lot of spiritual work in order to get what they want. So if they're doing spells, they're doing back to back to back to back spells. If they're lighting candles, they're doing candles every single week, like, until they get what they want. Yeah, they don't tire out. They don't get tired. Venus in the first don't get tired, baby. Okay, they have a purple aura though. They have a purple aura. This is interesting. Okay, show me Venus in the first. This is like interesting archetypes. Show me Venus in the first. Guide. Yeah, they guide people. A lot of people listen to them as well. Yeah, they're leaders. They're leaders. Venus in the first house has a lot of wisdom too. Yep, these are 3 purple cards. Venus in the first house aura is purple. And Spirit is showing me it's the mix of like red and blue. Like, they have both red and blue energies, I guess. And it's like mixed together to make purple or whatever. But yeah, they're guides. They guide a lot of people. They tell a lot of people what to do, period. Yeah, so Venus in the first is supposed to be in boss positions. Like, they're supposed to be bosses. They're supposed to be CEOs. They're supposed to be telling people what to do. And they have magical powers. They have magical powers, especially if they have their Venus in Pisces in the first house, Venus in Scorpio in the first, Venus in Cancer in the first. They have a lot of mystical, magical powers. I'm even seeing Venus in fire signs in the first. They have power to like make what they want happen out of life. Like, I'm telling you, they do have manifesting powers, because the reason why is because they have such strong willpower. They have very strong willpower. Okay, Spirit, now we're going to the tarot. Show me Venus. I'm going to do the energy that surrounds them too. Show me Venus in the first house. Passport, the World card. So they love to travel too. Venus in the first house, you need to hook up with some Sagittarian energies. You need to hook up with some Sagittarian energies. Yeah, they love to travel. They just love to do things on the drop of a dime too. They're very much like Venus in the ninth house. They like to do stuff at the drop of a dime. They love exploration. They love seeing new places. Yeah, they love to travel. Spirit, show me Venus in the first house. Venus in the first, please. Page of Swords. They can have a reckless mouth though. Venus in the first house can have a reckless mouth, okay? Like, yeah, they can talk crazy to you. Like, yes, some of them will cuss you out. The Page of Swords is underneath the bully card. So, yeah, they can bully people with words too. And I'm seeing if you get in an argument with them, they can say some very cutting words that could really hurt you. Yeah, the way they speak, they're very blunt in the way that they speak. And like they can say some shit that can really hurt you too, like with their words. Because they don't have no tact really when it comes to communicating. So like they just say like what needs to be said, but it can come off, honey, rude, blunt sometimes. Yeah, they will cuss you out too. For the ones that will, they will. Yeah. I'm not saying all of them do, but if pushed too far, all of them will. Yeah. If pushed too, yeah, that's what it is. If pushed too far, all of them will. Yeah. Show me Venus in the first house. Yeah, they're tough. They're tough cookies. Temperance. So yeah, Spirit's saying that Venus in the first though needs to learn temperance in their life. Like they need to learn to slow down. Because I keep getting Energizer Bunny for them. Like they have so much energy that, because it's under the vampire card, it can tire people out at times. So Spirit's like Venus in the first needs to learn to pace themselves and like just not even go at a slower pace, but like just make sure you're balancing out your energies, right? The first house is opposite the seventh house of balance. So it's like make sure you're balancing your energy, because sometimes Venus in the first can put so much energy into one thing, the rest of their life can be out of balance. So yeah, what I'm finding with the fire energies is that their lives can be out of balance a lot because they put so much energy into like their desires and things that it can make the rest of their life imbalanced. Yeah, that makes sense. Yep. Show me Venus in the first house. Yeah, they need to pace themselves. Show me Venus in the first house. Yeah, they be going in. I'm telling you guys, when they want something, they go in. Show me Venus in the first, honey. Yeah, 3 of coins. They need to come up with a master plan. Yeah, I'm seeing Venus in the first needs to plan more too. They need to plan more. They need to be more practical in their application. They need like some earth energy. Show me Venus in the first. Yeah, they need to plan more. Take their time and plan more. Queen of Swords. Venus in the first is emotional. Yes. Queen of Cups. Sorry. Queen of Hearts. Queen of Cups. They're emotional. Yeah, they're emotional. I am seeing like the infantile emotions of like Aries too. Like where it's just like they kind of wear their heart on their sleeves as well as far as like being emotional. Yeah, they're when they get triggered, their energy can come off as like fire water. Yeah, emotions and fire. Yeah. Yeah, when they have blow-ups, their blow-ups are really big and really dramatic too. Yeah, you know they can be dramatic. But it's genuine though, Queen of Hearts. It's genuine feelings though. It's not coming from like a deceitful place with them. It's like genuine feelings. Yeah, and they're not afraid to express it. Yeah, they're not afraid to be themselves, period. Venus in the first is not afraid to be themselves. And that's first house energies in general. Like they're not afraid to be themselves. That's why they're first house. Okay, we got the star card. Okay, Venus in the first house can be a star though. Venus in the first house can be a star. Yeah, they can shine their light more than other people. Yeah, they can shine their light more than other people. They have a big light around them. They have a big light star circumference. So like I've been looking at people as being stars lately too, you guys, and like star circumferences, and like I've been finding out that certain stars, like if you're too big of a star, you can't have that many people around you because your light circumference is like too big. Basically like your energy field is so expanded, it's hard for other people to shine in your presence. That's FYI. But yeah, they're big stars. Yeah, they have star power. They got star energy. The star card under the mystic, they have star power. And I'm also seeing they're good with magic too. Yes, Venus in the first is good with magic. Show me Venus in the first, baby. Queen of Swords. There go that mouth again. There go that mouth. When I tell you Venus in the first got a mouth on them. Honey, Venus in the first got a mouth on them. Aries in general got a mouth on them. Like, baby, when I tell you. Okay, I'm seeing Aries energies is the #1 sign and energy that will cuss you out. Aries first house energy is the #1 sign that will cuss you out. Like, just period. Because it's something, they got away with words. It's very interesting how first house energy deals with like saying what's on your mind and being very upfront. Yeah, about what you're thinking and what your thoughts are. Also, the guide over the Queen of Swords, Venus in the first house will tell you what to do as well. Like, they'll tell you, like, if they come into your life and your life is a mess, they're going to tell you exactly what you need to do. They're going to be like, go here, go do this, da, 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 da. Yeah, they give people direction. Venus in the first house gives people direction. It's actually, it's a pretty good placement, I would say. Like, yes, it's raw and real. It's not for everybody. Like Venus in the 8th. Venus in the first is not for everybody. But they are good people to have in your life. I will say that. Venus in the first is good people to have in your life. They are. Okay, Spirit, show me a little bit more about Venus in the first, and then we're going to go to a different deck. Page of Coins. Okay, so they do need to work on their self-worth and self-value. Yeah, because Venus does fall in Aries, or is in detriment in Aries. Yeah, they need to work on their self-worth and self-value, and kind of like on their immaturity at times. I'm not saying they're immature indefinitely, but they can be a little immature at times, like especially when they're feeling petty, when they're in a petty mood. So Spirit is just like they need to work on their self-worth and self-value as well. Queen of Wands. Okay, Venus in the first house has queenly energy because they have the Queen of Cups, the Queen of Swords, and the Queen of Wands. They got the queenly energy on lock. Yeah, and when I say this, I'm not speaking about gender. You guys need to learn to separate energies from gender, okay? Learn to separate energies from gender. Gender deals with the physical body. Energies deals with the formless. Okay, you need to understand. Okay, Queen of Wands. Yeah, that's just their energy to want to be treated like a queen or a king if you are male identified. Yeah, they need to temper themselves though. Yeah, Queen of Wands. Sometimes they can have a temper. Yeah, they need to temper themselves. Temper themselves and they have a temper. Knight of Coins. Yeah, but they can demand more money from people. Yeah, that's another thing. I'm seeing they can be demanding with money. So it's like if they feel like they're not getting paid enough for what it is that they're doing, they're going to go to their boss and demand that their boss give them more money. Yes, Venus in the first house because Venus rules money. So if Venus in the first house is not, and Venus in Aries is not feeling like they're getting paid enough, they're going to go to their boss and they're going to bring it up, honey. They're not afraid to bring up their self-worth and self-value, baby. Don't play. Don't play with their money either. Don't play with their money either. Venus in the first house. Do not play with their money. Okay, Spirit, show me. I like Venus in the first house, though. I'm not going to lie. I like them. Okay, Spirit, show me, honey, these first house energies. Show me what surrounds the aura that surrounds Venus in the first. Show me the aura that surrounds Venus in the first. Magic! Yo, hold on now. Venus in the first house is a magical ass position, you guys. Yes, honey, y'all wouldn't think. Y'all wouldn't think because y'all be thinking these fire energies don't have no magic. But fire energies deal with magic as well. Water energies and fire energies deal with magic. And the other signs, like, it's different with them, but fire is magic energy, you guys. It's external feeling. Water's internal feeling, fire's external feeling. So yeah, they're magical AF. Let me tell you, Venus in the first is more magical than a lot of you Venus signs. I'm sorry to say. They are more magical than a lot of y'all. Yeah, honey. But I'm seeing it's because it has something to do with them going for what they want. Like, going for what they want. But I'm seeing they only become super magical once they learn how to temper their energies. So once Venus in the first house learns how to temper their energy, they become very, very magical people that can pretty much manifest whatever they want. And then purple, yeah, their aura is purple. They're tapped into their spiritual essence is what I'm hearing. Because they play at an innocent level. Because you guys, Aries first house represents innocence as well. And a lot of people don't know that. They represent innocence because they operate off of pure instinct. So they do stuff instinctually, meaning they don't even think about it before they do it. They just do it. And Venus in the first house takes more chances than other Venus signs. That's also why they're magical, because they take more chances. Yeah, they're a beast when it comes to magic, though. I'm seeing spiritual warfare, too. Like, do not get, honey, spiritual warfare. But I'm not getting, like, a negative energy around their magic. But I'm just saying, like, man. Okay, show me the energy that surrounds Venus in the first house. They got a little magic going on. Integration. Yeah, magic integration. I said after they temper their energies, they're able to use their magic. So when they, you know, stop being a hothead, stop like wanting to just jump into things, and they really like think about what it is that they're doing and do a little bit of, not much planning, but just do a little bit of like mapping out. Yeah, they're a beast with magic. Venus in the first is a beast with magic, period. Spirit, show me Venus in the first, the energies that surround them. Synergy. Okay, so they do well when they work with another person. Yeah, that's a part of the tempering. So a part of the tempering for first house people is like to learn to work with other people. Once you learn how to work with other people and you synergize, like nothing can stop you. Yeah, synergy. And I'm seeing they have to balance out their own internal masculine and feminine. That's also what it is. First house energies, Venus in the first has to work on balancing their internal masculine and feminine. Okay. Before they can be like super magical and manifest whatever they want, they have to balance their own masculine and feminine. And this also will improve their relationships as well if they balance their masculine and feminine energies within. Show me. Divine feminine. So they are feminine. Yeah, they represent the divine feminine too, because Venus is in the first house. So basically they are Venus in a lot of ways. Divine feminine. Yeah, they're really I'm seeing most of the women that have Venus in the first house are tapped into their divine feminine. Like just naturally, they're really into it too. They're really into the divine feminine. Like they study it. They want to know everything about it. Yeah. Venus in the first house seeks to embody the divine feminine also. They seek to embody. And to the men with this placement, they seek to attract a divine feminine. Yeah, they need a really feminine partner. If a man has Venus in the first house, he needs a really feminine partner, like ultra feminine. Like she cannot be masculine in any way. Yeah. He needs that ultra femininity to cool down his fire. Because Venus in the first is straight fire. Yeah. They need somebody that's going to... And I'm seeing Venus in the first house, women have to like work on balancing the masculine and feminine within themselves. And they have to work on the femininity within themselves. Yeah. So it's different with the men and the women. It's different when it comes to relationships. So show me the energy that surrounds Venus in the first. This is a powerful placement. Merkaba. Yeah, they can go anywhere. Their divine feminine energy can get them into any door. Yeah, because this is an ambitious energy. Their divine feminine can get them into any door. It can take them to any level. Yeah, Venus in the first. Listen to me. You need to be deeply, deeply, deeply immersed in your feminine, your divine feminine power. Okay, if you're a man, you need to be hell bent on finding your divine feminine, because Venus in the first house deals with balance. It does. It deals with balancing the masculine and feminine energies. Your life is not going to be okay until you guys do this. You have to balance the masculine and feminine principles. Like that's the number one thing that you guys have to do, because you guys have to bring balance to yourself. 7th house, opposite energy. Libra, opposite energy. Okay. All right, so let's look at their relationships real quick. So how does Venus in the first house relationships go? Show me the script of Venus in the first house relationship. Show me their relationship script. The gardener. So they have to work on a lot with their partner. I'm also getting building with their partner. Like they have to like make money with their partner or like put in work with their partner. Yeah, Venus in the first house. I know a lot of y'all ain't gonna want to hear this, but you guys do have to put in work with your partner. Like you have to put in effort. Yeah, that's also why Venus is in detriment in Aries. Because you have to put in effort with your partner. Yeah. Yep. This can also apply for Aries in the 7th house ruled people too. You have to put in effort with your partner. Yeah. To integrate into their life. Show me Venus in the 1st house. Yeah. And I'm seeing sometimes Venus in the 1st does not want to put in the work. Yeah. The gardener next to dating. Yeah. I'm seeing that you guys have long dating periods too. But you guys have to put in the work. But I'm seeing a lot of Venus in the 1st house people, especially the women. They want the man to do all the work or the masculine energy to do all the work in the relationship, and they don't want to do no work. Okay, it's giving Venus in the 1st. They don't want to do no work, and so their partner ends up doing all the work, and then again, their relationships are imbalanced. Venus in the 1st has to work on balancing their relationships. One last card for Venus in the 1st relationship dynamic. Yin and yang. Listen, y'all. If y'all thought for 1 second that I gotta lie about anything, you sadly mistaken. Because why did yin and yang come up? I keep talking about balancing the masculine and the feminine energies for Venus in the 1st. That's all it is. But let me tell you something. Let me tell you. If you end up balancing out this masculine and feminine energy, you guys could have your dream relationship. Because when the masculine and feminine is balanced within, it's reflected without. This is what Libra is about, the mirror. So when Venus in the 1st house balances their internal masculine and feminine, they could manifest their dream partner, their dream relationship, their everything. But I'm seeing a lot of Venus in the 1st house people weren't doing this because they didn't know this. But see, Truebrilliance is here to give you guys the cosmic tea on that so you guys can manifest this dream partner. Okay? And I don't know why I'm seeing in my 3rd eye Cinderella, the Cinderella story. That story is encoded with Venus in the 1st house. That story is about balancing your masculine and feminine and then like manifesting your princess or your prince. So go watch Cinderella. That's your homework. And yeah, that will conclude the reading. Let me know what you think down below, Venus in the 1st. This was a great reading. Love y'all. Bye.